The twin suns of Zera Prime burned overhead as the arena filled with silent tension. Dust swirled at my boots as I stepped forward, adjusting the strap of my blade harness. Across from me stood Commander Ray, the most feared warrior of the Altherian Dominion. Tall, silver-skinned, eyes glowing like molten steel. Her expression was unreadable. "You dishonored the council," she said coldly. "By Zeran law, I challenge you to a duel." Gasps rippled through the crowd. I didn't flinch. "And I accept." The crowd roared. Our blades were drawn, hers a curved energy saber humming with red plasma, mine a simpler alloy-forged steel sword, worn and weathered. I could feel her surprise already. Most used high-tech weapons, but I stuck to the old ways. Not for tradition. For control. She lunged first. Fast, faster than most humans could see. But I dodged just in time, the edge of her saber slicing air beside my cheek. I twisted, rolling under her next strike, and drew my sword with a clean, practiced motion. It caught her blade with a clang of heat and metal. Then, her eyes fell on something else. My left sleeve had torn in the scuffle. The tattoo, normally hidden, was now exposed. A black emblem etched into my flesh. An ancient spiral coiled with star-etched markings. Her blade dropped an inch. "No," she whispered. Her voice was different now. Soft. Uncertain. The crowd's cheers dimmed in my ears. I stared at her, heart pounding. "You recognize it," I said quietly. She didn't move. Her eyes were locked on the mark. "That symbol, it's impossible. It's the mark of Valor." "I know," I said. "And I wish I didn't have it." Suddenly, she stepped back, visibly shaken. Her saber retracted with a hiss. "You're one of them," she whispered. "One of the lost children." "But they were." "Wiped out," I said. "Yeah. That's what they wanted you to believe." She looked around nervously. The crowd began to murmur. Whispers of treason. Heretic. Valor. Eyes darted from her to me. Soldiers shifted uneasily. I lowered my blade. "Ray, you said I dishonored the council. But the real dishonor lies with them. They hid the truth about the Valor. About what they did." Her voice trembled. "That mark, it's forbidden even in record halls. It's a death sentence." "It's a truth sentence," I said, eyes narrowing. "The Valor weren't traitors. They were protectors, slaughtered for refusing to follow the Dominion's genocidal plans. And my father was one of them." Now she looked at me as if seeing me for the first time. "No wonder you fight like you do," she said. "Your stance, your restraint. It's old Valor technique." I nodded. "He taught me in secret before they came for him." She glanced again at the crowd, now growing restless. "If they see your tattoo, if they report it to the tribunal." "I know," I said. "That's why I need your help." "Why should I help you?" Her voice regained some of its steel. I stepped closer, lowering my voice. "Because you're not like them. I've read your reports. You've questioned their orders before. You've refused to burn entire settlements. You're searching for something, truth, maybe. Same as I am." She stared at me for a long moment. Then, wordlessly, she ignited her saber again, just for a second, slashing it through the air in a sudden wide arc. It sliced just inches from my throat, but missed. Instead, it singed my sleeve, burning the fabric in such a way that it looked like my arm had been wounded. To the crowd, it appeared she had struck me down. "I disarmed the traitor," she announced, turning to the audience. "The duel is finished." They erupted in cheers. She grabbed my arm quickly and whispered, "Come. There's a way out through the south tunnel. You'll have 10 seconds before the cameras reset." I stared at her. "You just risked everything." "I don't know why," she said, voice low. "Maybe because I'm tired of lies. Or maybe I just saw a ghost." She turned her face toward me slightly. "My sister had that same tattoo. Before she vanished." I froze. "Your sister was Valor." "She was taken when I was 10. I never knew what happened to her." "My father's journal, it spoke of a child. One they tried to rescue before the purge. A little girl left behind on Caltran Moon. Her breath caught. You think that was me? She asked. I don't think. I know. The silence between us was louder than the crowd. Go, she whispered finally. Before I change my mind. I hesitated, then nodded, and sprinted toward the tunnel. The heat from the suns was nothing compared to the fire rising in my chest. Not just from escape, but from the knowledge that everything was connected. That this war wasn't just about power. It was about truth, bloodlines, and survival. And maybe, just maybe, redemption. Later, in the shadows of the resistance caves, I traced the tattoo again, still feeling her eyes on it. She froze, I said aloud, speaking into the darkness. Just like I did. Behind me, the old rebel leaned forward from the shadows. His voice cracked with age but burned with purpose. She knew what it meant. The symbol of the last guardians. I looked out over the stars. She let me go. She might come back, the old man said. If she remembers who she is. I smiled faintly. I think she already has.